Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another race for you this week. We are in the late model fix series here at Five Flags Speedway. Managed to qualify third. Looks like a fairly weak split overall. There is 12 cars in total. A little bit off the pace for the pole sitter, but I think we should be able to get there, or at least maybe get a good jump on the 7 car and try to finish second if possible. Tried to do one of these, had issues with connection, didn't get qualifying laps in, thought I could have enough time to reset it before the start of the grid, missed it, and was unable to get started with everybody else, so started in the back and started from pit road, so it did not go very well at all. So we're going to try to get a good race in, and hopefully give you guys something that you enjoy watching.
Follow Sexton in the inside column.
This is a track that can be a bit tricky at times. You want to try to run it low, but that apron is incredibly dangerous, so you don't want to clip it at all. And there's a bump out of it that often can be pretty treacherous coming out of it if you get too low and hit that the wrong way. So yeah, we're going to try to do the best that we can and just get a good start, try to keep it clean. Hopefully the 6 and the 7, 6 is to our outside, 7 is second. It doesn't cause any problems with us trying to cut down or doing anything crazy like that. So just trying to get 50 clean laps in. Would love to get the 0x. Car number 2, so we should be trying to at least pick up that spot off the start and see if we actually have anything for the 1 or not. I think he just might be a bit too quick for us in this race, but second place would definitely be a great finish. Even, honestly, a top 5 would be great, but even a third, you know, where we're starting would be great. So get ready to go green. Pace car should be pulling off soon.
Okay, Jake, here we go.
Leader jumps. Gonna get the jump to the inside of the 7. 6 is able to jump down behind us. Hopefully that doesn't leave us with any problems. We're able to clear the 7 going into the straightaway. We'll see if the 6 tries to jump inside. 7 looked like he bounced off the wall on the back stretch. 1 is kind of getting himself settled in. He gets a little loose. 6 just lost it off of 4 down the front stretch. It kind of gave us a little bit of a cushion because the 6 was a little further behind. He looks like he's still having issues getting out of the corner as well. And we're going to focus on the 1 now. He's getting loose off the corner as well. That allows us to pull up.
The leader has just done a 17.70.
Just going to focus on trying to get as close to him as we can. We bounce off the wall like an idiot. Can't have too many mistakes like that. That'll hurt the car as well as hurt our time. Just kind of tapping the brakes to slowly work the car in. Looks like the leader's running a little bit of a higher line than I would be running, although he seems to be making it work through the corners. So probably trying to avoid that apron because of the reasons I talked about. We're going to try to work our way out there, see if we can gap the 7 at all and just keep working towards 1. Got about half a second on the 7. I'd like to get a little more than that, but that's not bad. And you can see there's about another 3/4 of a second or so back to 4th.
That lap was a 17.63.
Definitely closing in on the 1. I think we can hang with them, and honestly I feel like I could probably run the car a bit harder. I feel like I'm lifting a hair earlier than I normally would if I was out front, and probably picking up the throttle just a hair later. So that in theory should be good for our tires if the 1's pushing his a bit harder.
17.65.
Gets slightly loose off of 2 there, but still able to close up on the 1. Making the pass is what's going to be difficult. I think likely we're going to look for a spot where he makes a mistake, kind of like he just got loose there off of 2, or off of 4, excuse me.
That was a 17.70.
Try to get to his inside without making contact, see if we can get on by.
Clear to the outside.
We're able to clear him. I'm going to take the lead over. Let's see if we can start pulling away. Hopefully he'll be fast enough that if the 7 does get to him, he'll hold him up and they'll fight for a little while and we can kind of gap them. Just have to make sure we don't make any mistakes off the corners at all.
That last lap was a 17.79.
Just going to do the best we can to try to keep it as clean, as smooth as I can, not slide the tires around to avoid building any heat in them and wearing them out for the back half of the run. It is still a somewhat long of a race with 50 laps in total, so we bounce off the wall again like an idiot. We gotta avoid doing that so that we don't give up any time to the one and or damage the car enough where we lose some of that speed advantage that I think we have. Looks like the one's kind of running steady with us right now. We're about 3/10 ahead. Looks like he might have settled down and started driving a little bit better, so let's see if we can run a few more clean laps and try to start gapping that a little bit, as well as still focus on saving tires, not heating them too much. You can see it's about another half second back from the 1 to the 7 and 3rd. Get really loose off of 4. That's going to allow the 1 to close up on us, because we're going to have to slow down a hair just to let the right rear cool. This is the kind of mistake we didn't need to have. Just going to ease in the throttle a little more off of 4 instead of punching it like I did. This gap's about the same, still about 0.3 back to the 1. I think I need to let it roll just a hair longer through 2 before I pick up the throttle. Car's just tightening up just a little bit now with the tire wear. See, 16 down, got 34 to go, so still quite a bit of ways to go. Probably the next 2 to 3 laps or so, I'll be looking to move the brake bias back a little bit just to kind of help slow the car up a little bit sooner, let it rotate through the corners a little bit better. See, we're barely pulling away from the 7 and running about even with the 1, so it's shaping up to be a good battle for the win. Trying to treat my tires as kindly as I can. I still want to pull away, but I don't want to abuse them at all, so that way I have something for the last half of the race. Hoping the 1's really pushing hard and he'll start to fall off the last 20 laps or so. Get loose off of 4 again. We gotta watch how much we slide the tires like that. That's doing the opposite of what I'm trying to do. And that would be playing into the 1's hands, both from the speed he can gain on me that lap as well as the tire wear. Move the brake bias back a couple clicks this lap. And I'm just kind of slowly tapping them, slowly rolling into them, just to kind of help provide a little bit of a safety net, slow me up. It's not real much pressure at all. Kind of lifting and coasting is still the main focus of my braking into the corner. It's almost more of a comfort thing than it really is any kind of actual added benefit. One's holding pretty even. We're starting to pull a little more away from the 7, so really impressed with what the 1's doing. It's like I said, I think it's going to be a great battle to the end. For my sake, I would love to pull away from him and give you guys a fairly boring race, but I know it's far more enjoyable to watch when we've got a close battle like this.
18.12.
See, we're going to be coming to halfway this time at the line, so 25 to go.
Okay, Jake, halfway home. Fuel looks good. That lap was at 18.11.
Not sure if the 1's running all out or if he's running a little conservative to kind of just sit and wait and see if we burn up tires more compared to him. So kind of see what develops the last 24 laps or so, as well as, you know, how aggressive he's going to be if he is able to close back up to us and try to make a pass. I would hope he would show us a similar level of respect that we tried to show him getting by, but I guess we'll find out if it does come to that, although I'm really hoping it doesn't. I'd like to just kind of try to pull away, walk away with the win if possible. See, really, it's definitely just a two-car battle for the win because the 7 is about 1.5 back now. I slowed down a little more because I didn't get quite as good of an entry into 3 as I wanted. This time by, we'll be starting lap 30. We'll have 21 to go. Slowly gapping the 1. We've got it out to about 0.4 now. To see if this is that fall off the last 20 laps or if he's still keeping pace with us. Get a little too loose there off of 4. Allows that gap to stay constant.
18.19.
We've got 19 to go this time. Got some lap cars up ahead. Hopefully they don't cause too many problems and we're able to get by them cleanly once we do get to them. Got some smoke there. The front stretch, see everybody rolling, so it's a good sign we overshoot 1 and 2, push a little high. That's going to allow the 1 to close back into us. Still picking up the throttle just a hair too early through 1 and 2. Move the brake bias back a couple more clicks.
Just done a 18.23.
1 seems to be closing up a little bit, but he also seems to be driving in a little bit harder now, trying to get to us, and it causes him to wash up in the middle of the corner and not as good of an exit. So, got a slower car that we're coming up on. We'll watch out for him. He was on the wall and then coming back down. We'll just have to keep an eye and see where he goes. Hopefully we can clear him down the front stretch and not have to worry about him into 1 and 2. I come by to start 38, so we'll have 13 to go this time by. One's definitely doing a better job of hanging on than I thought he would. It looked like he was going to start falling off, so I feel like I'm not running quite as hard as I could, so I might have just a hair more in the tank to push if I need to, but I'm okay with where I'm at because 1 doesn't really seem to be able to actually get to our inside or do anything, so although the gap, you know, is down to 0.2 now, but I just don't feel like he can get through the corner as well as we can. Although he's definitely showing quite a bit of speed on the back end of the run. Lap 40 now, so we got 11 to go. Try to get through, see if we can get to the 10 as cleanly as possible. We're going to have to start thinking about defending the inside on entry to keep the 1 doing that. 10 moves up, thank you to him, that helped out big time. Probably have to take a start taking a little bit of a shallower entry than I want just because of the 1 being right on our bumper. I don't want to give up that inside lane going into the corners. It'll slow us down some and allow the 1 to stay on our back, but it's the only way I could really defend. It's just so hard in these fixed setup races to really be able to find a massive speed advantage and pull away unless somebody makes a serious mistake, so also makes the leads feel that much good. You can see we bobbled through 3 and 4, allowed the 1 to get to the inside. So we'll give up the spot, show him the courtesy, and try to reset. See if we can show a crossover at all.
outside. Keep it steady. Still there.
Try to execute this crossover if possible. We both seem to really respect each other and run each other very cleanly, so this makes racing a lot more fun when you got two people that are like that. It's a lot cleaner and a lot more enjoyable. Starting 45 now, so we got 6 to go. Gonna try to recover from that mistake and defend it if we can. Crossover's really been something I've been trying to work on, seeing when it's gonna work, how to execute it properly, as well as how to do it cleanly, not washed up into the car when you try to do it. Move the brake bias back the rest of the way this time. We got a car low that's going to allow us to be able to recover from that mistake. We've got a couple slower cars right up ahead. We're going to come to the line with 3 to go. We've got the 12 and the 6 up ahead. 12 seems to be a bit damaged and a bit slower. We're going to see how we're going to navigate getting around him because he seems to be running the exact same line as us. Hopefully he'll know to go high if possible. We've got 2 to go this time by. He does go high. Thank you to him. That was incredibly respectful, knowing that we're battling for the win. Got a smoker up ahead. We're going to come to the white flag this time by. Try to defend the inside, keep the one behind us.
One more lap, keep it together, we'll win this.
Still looking out for that smoker up there, looks like that is the 5. Try to defend the inside, and we're able to pull off the win. Whew, what a eventful race. Yeah, feels really good to be able to get by the one cleanly, battle with him very, very well. That was a lot of fun, both on the initial pass when we got by him, as well as the
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 35
pass at the end when he
miles
got to the inside of us, and then we were able to cross him over through 3 and 4. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Great race with him for sure. Probably one of the cleanest I've run in a long time. So no real wrecks to show or any contact or anything like that. Let's take a look at the tire sale. I beat him up 75-72. Yeah, beat him up pretty hard. Was trying to drive as much as I could. So feels good. Yeah, the 3 really got a good run on the end. Looks like the 7, the 6 had issues. So yeah, it's send him a congratulations. Alright, let's jump out and take a look at the results. Should have been about the best I could have gained out of that, so really happy to see that. Yeah, really weak strength of field, top split, 1875. You can see we actually lost a fast lap to the 1 by 7 1,000ths of a second, so real happy with that. Glad to lead 42 out of 50 laps. Able to gain 72 on the iRating, that's awesome, and able to gain 0.66 on the safety. Got the 0.4 boost, so that gets us up to 3.51, gets us out of kind of my danger range and a lot closer to where I want to be. Just nice to get a 0x race, and you can see it was actually really clean. Overall, we had 8 out of the 12 cars finished with 0x, so really awesome. Even for a lower strength field, really impressed with that. So feels good to finally get a good race. I'm glad to be able to get by the 1 cleanly and have such a competitive battle with him. Hopefully that was fun for you guys. As always, remember to like and subscribe. Leave any comments, any suggestions, anything you liked below, and always be on the lookout for more videos. So until next time, hopefully all your races are fast. Good good times and good finishes. Till next time, thanks for watching.